Hello, my fellow viewers and aviation enthusiasts, and also to my subscribers. Also, shout out to Matt Cochran, my good friend, and Jay from O'Hare's Plane Spotting. I am showing you guys today a new camera that I recently just replaced. The previous camera I previously had was a Sony HX400, and I was speaking to a couple of my friends, also mostly mad because I was discussing with him that my previous HX400 had a focus failure. I will be posting a video in a couple of days, probably right after this video is posted, probably in the next couple of days, show you exactly what has been happening with that camera and what is going on. I think you could also see it from my previous videos. If you watch Tampa Plane Spotting Times episodes 3, 4, and 5, you could see that you could tell that there's some focusing issues and some stabilization issues. That was one of the main problems I have with the Sony HX400. It's a great camera, but unfortunately that was the main issue, and I was getting tired of it. So luckily I had a warranty on it and I gave it back. So I upgraded for the new Sony HX400v. What's different about the 400v and 300 is that this is a Wi-Fi enabled and has GPS. This has the Zeiss lens on it by Carl Zeiss, the Exmor sensor that I don't think the other one had and the Bison X is the main difference between the 300 and the 400V. Also, another thing when I was looking up about it is that this has some feature called 24 FPS. 24 FPS, if for those who didn't know, is actually used mostly in cinematic format, and it's make it feel like you're actually watching a movie. There's a couple of other channels out that does aviation videos in that format. I could leave the link down below of those two. The well-known one is Simon Lowe. He does all his video on 24 FPS. And that's what got me really interested in getting the Sony HX400v because of that feature. Mostly, and also most importantly, is the focus on this one is a little bit better than the 300 I had. So it's already been unboxed, and I did an unboxing earlier and it came out to be a failure. So, but I'm doing a better video now explaining it. So when I unboxed it, these are the first things that came out. So came out with a limited warranty with it, a Wi-Fi one connection guide, how to set up the Wi-Fi, the digital camera instructions manual for the 400 and 400V. Another thing that this has compared to the 300 is that it actually came with the plug adapter with the USB connection. This is actually used for the charger, so the 300 never had this. This 400 will have it. USB cable, both the 300 and the 400 has the same exact cable for it. Lens cover. And now let's get to the camera itself. Alright guys, this is actually the camera itself. You could see some of the differences. I'm gonna brighten up. You can see this is the new camera itself. Not much different from the 300, except for the Bison X and the Zeiss lens that come with it. There's a couple other features like autofocus zoom, DMF, I'm going to read about that, and digital manual focus and manual focus. This also comes with GPS on it, but who uses GPS honestly? and it's better to turn it off, because if you're doing plane spotting or if you're going to use this in a plane, it's better to keep it off, otherwise you mess up the systems. What the 300 didn't have, that's one feature that the 300 didn't have. This is another feature that the 300 didn't have, is the shoe mount. For if you have a Rhodes mic, it'll give you better surround sound quality with the audio. So this is actually useful if you want really good audio for it, but I really think the microphone on this one is really good for it. And not much is different in the screen, same with the sides. The top is almost similar. They have a new function button. Also, what you did notice is that this right here is a sensor for your eyes. So if you wanted, instead of using the screen right here and you want to use the viewfinder, just show your eye right there, and then this viewfinder will turn on. You don't have to like press this button right here just to turn on the monitor for this viewfinder. You just go close to it with your eye and then it'll focus in on it. And I actually really like that feature for it. So let's begin by turning this on. So the screen itself is completely different. The menu sections is actually completely changed from the 300. So we're gonna go. Alright, to begin with, the first part is this is the camera section. This one helps with the image size selection. Depends on which one you use. Also the aspect ratio, the obvious aspect ratio you use for it. Then press menu. What quality you want? You want standard image or good image? It's better to keep it on quality, on fine. Next is the file format. So this one depends on if you want to do MP4 format or HVC HD. So I would keep it on that one. Alright, this is actually the big one. So these first two, the 60i 24M FX and 60i 17FH, this is actually 30 FPS for it. So if you want to record videos on 30 FPS, it's better to keep it on this one. For 17 is actually give you more time, recording time, and less space for it. This gives a little more space. Sorry about that. This one takes up a little more. It's give you a little more refined quality of video. 60 FPS, if you're wondering, Jay uses 60 FPS on it. It is say 1080p 60p for it. This is what setting he uses, is 60p for it. So this will give you 60 FPS format. It's really quick and it's really refined and quick. This is what exactly I was talking about, 24 FPS. So if you see 24p, 24M, FX, and 17M for 24p, this is 24 FPS right here. This is the format that you use to give that film-like look for it. That's what it means for it. This one obviously will change in time. So if I click that and ignore that and then go to menu, you can see how much time. We're gonna switch this. We're gonna switch this to movie. You can see the menu has changed to movie. And then we say OK. This is the new feature. So aperture priority, so it changes focus of range. So program auto, we're just going to leave it that. So you get an hour and 29 minutes at 24 FPS at 24M. So let's go back to the menu. Let's change it to 17. Go to the menu. You can see it's 2 hours, so it's less for and it takes and gives you more time to use the film. Then we go to 60i, 1 hour 29 minutes again, 2 hours and 3 minutes again, 60 FPS. So you cannot record it, you have to save it in the Blu-ray disc. Okay, 1 hour and 16 minutes. So that's pretty much the difference with the videos of it. Flash, also settings, focus area, exposure, ISO metering, white balance, keep it at auto HDR. I'd rather keep it not DRO, but exposure to put on auto. So this is only program auto, shoot mode auto. Picture effect, focus magnifier. Nope, I don't want that. ISO is, we're gonna put on normal. Lock, off. Face detection. Face detection is actually determines whether if you could catch the smile, then they could take the picture for it. Soft skin is just gives a better image quality for someone. This is exactly what I was looking for, because this has an active steady shot in there, intelligent active steady shot, because I have shaky hands, so this is what I want. The other one only had active or standard for it. This is exactly what I was looking for. That's what you want to hit. Microphone level, put on normal. Wind reduction noise is one of the worst things to ever put on when you're doing plane spotting, because you won't get the natural airplane sounds during takeoff, landing, or anything like that. I will post a link to like a test video on one of my other channels. It's actually an auto thing showing you the difference between the wind reduction with and without it. I suggest to turn this off. Do not turn wind noise reduction on. It muffles the sound, the natural sound. Memory itself, focus time, magnifying, yada yada yada. This is a Wi-Fi connection for it. This one actually, the difference between this 400, this is it has an airplane mode. So if you're going on a plane, it's better to put this on airplane mode and shut off all the features like the Wi-Fi and the GPS and everything. But the GPS is off at this point, so don't worry about that. This is actually connect to a cell phone, so you could use the cell phone to take the pictures or anything like that. I'm gonna figure out how to do that, and then I'll give you a video for that soon. This one goes to the image, the view mode, to see date viewed. Is there any images? There's a couple of images I recorded. This is in 24 FPS, so cancel. So I'm gonna get those taken care of. You see multiple images, and then you could click on the certain date for it. So we're gonna go back. 4K is if you connect the HDMI to a 4K TV, you can see the images in 4K. Protect the images, so forth. Monitor brightness. It just adjusts the brightness based on what you want to see. Volume settings, I just put it on max because I want to hear things. Audio signal shutter, leave it. GPS, this is what the GPS mode is for it. No worries. Resolution, set it on auto. You could set it on whatever is connected on the HDMI, just it'll detect it. So most of the time it's like 1080p. So go back. Control for it, USB, the language, the time setup, time, day, area setting, format the SD card, so forth. So that's pretty much what the camera is all about. So I'm gonna tilt this down to show you exactly what I was talking about. See, if I cover my head, you can see the viewfinder is turned on. You can see what is going on. So that's actually a good thing about it. So hopefully this video is actually really helpful for you guys, and I just wanted to show you my brand new camera, and thank you all for watching this. Take care, y'all.